just a regular show. We're running limited as always. We'll keep you guys updated on hot laps, heat race, feature, all that throughout the night. We're tired. I may not do a whole lot of video, and I may not do as much video as I should because I'm exhausted, but I'll do the best.
But the track had some slime on it, so it's hard to tell. I mean, there's no sense in changing a whole lot right now. You know, it just need to watch the track before we go back out there and see what the track does and go from there. I mean, it's hard to tell. You hit that slime and just start spinning, so we'll see.
Wow, why do you sound like you lost your puppy?
I got a headache. I guess all this pollen and dust, I got a headache.
My throat hurts, so I think that's what it is. I'm just training. So I guess you heard it from him. We'll go out to heat race in just a few. Unsure where we start yet. No lineups have been posted, so we'll find that out shortly. forth. So same thing, just hope we can repeat the same results that we had last week. The car was awesome. The driver was extremely happy with the way the car handled. He could put it up top and it would go. He could put it on bottom, it would go. He had a real good race car. We think we're finally getting this thing going in the right direction and got to win in peace. It's nice knowing that, you know, every week you go to the track, you're comfortable in your car, you're confident in your car. And when you're confident in your car, that does a lot. So we'll get a word with the driver in just a second, kind of see his thoughts on everything and see what he feels like could be better, or, you know, how the car felt, whatever. We'll just kind of talk to him in just a second. Alright guys, so like I said in the last video, we're going to get a word with the driver and see how he felt, see if there's anything he felt like could be better, or kind of what he's feeling for the future, what changes he's thinking about making.
Changes are going to be pretty similar to last week. You know, they're going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be very similar. We're going to try to make it come in a little sooner, depending on the tire choice we go with. Had a pretty good hot rod right there in the heat race. You know, it sucks having to put your hand in a bucket and draw for a starting spot in a heat race, but you know, we know that's what it is when we come here. So
it just makes you work more, it makes you appreciate it a little bit more.
Got 8 laps, you got to get up on the wheel and get something done. That way you're not starting in the back for the feature. We started 7th, finished 2nd. I'll take you out any night of the week. We got to make some adjustments to carburetor. Carburetor's stumbling just a little bit on restarts and starts, so we got to get that out of there. We're getting killed on restarts. But
I wonder if that may have been some of your problem last week.
It very well could be, and I mean, if you know, if carburetor's stumbling, that's going to make it tight. So we get that out of it. I'm going to take that into account once I make my final adjustments, and we're starting 3rd, 25 laps. We'll see what we can do.
Sounds good. Alright, so one thing driver felt like could be better was on the start of the races. He had a stumble and they were killing him on the starts. They were pulling him. So we're going to make a carburetor change here for the feature and hope that we get that stumble out. We had a little bit of a stumble the other day, and you guys kind of seen that on wash day. We were trying to figure out what was going on and we couldn't figure it out. We thought, okay, well maybe it's just wet. Well, I don't think it is. I think it's something with this carburetor. So we're going to change out the carburetor and see if we can make it better for the feature. Alright, so our engine man, Vinson, is tuning on our carburetor, seeing if he can make it better or see if we need to make a change. We'll see what we need to do. Alright, so it does look like we are going to make a carburetor change since we couldn't get that one fixed. So Brandon's working on that right now.
job. You didn't even put the wheel on there for you, did you? Thank you, Mr. Berry.
Yes, sir. Anytime. What was your name? Will? Thank you, Will. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all come back and see us anytime.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna get a minute with the driver and see how he felt about the car in the feature, and see what he felt like could have been better, or kind of what direction you went wrong, or just kind of give us a rundown of the adjustments that you made, how you felt about them.
Well, we knew what adjustments we made last week. Lap times, the track was pretty similar to tonight as it was last week, so I knew what felt like I needed last week to be a little bit better, so I tried to adjust to compensate for that. And, I mean, right now, like I said in the earlier video, we scrapped our notebook and all of our notes from last year. We're going a completely different direction, so what we're doing right now, we're trying to build that notebook and see what the car likes, what I like, where it needs to be, and I tried to make an adjustment to compensate for what I was needing last week, and just went too far. You know, if I maybe would have split the difference in between what we done last week and what we done tonight, next week will be better. I mean, to start 7th out of 8 cars in a heat race, to come up finished what? Second in the heat race, and then second in the feature. I mean, that's nothing's tore up. There's no major damage. I mean, I can't complain at all about that. Of course, I'd have rather won, but congratulations to Dustin. He had a much better car than I did on short runs. I felt like he could gap me, you know, and I could somewhat run him back down, but once we got going, I felt like we was just too even to where, I mean, whoever was out in front was going to win. So I don't think either one of us really run off and left each other or had a better car than one another. Dustin was just a little bit better than me tonight, and that's the way it is. So just want to say thanks to everyone who helps us out. We had a whole, well, Brandon about fell out of the trailer. We had a whole crew here tonight. All of our normals, my dad, Joel, Brandon, you, Patrick and Morgan, and Zach. They was all here tonight helping us out, so got to thank each and every one of them. Got to thank all of our sponsors: KT Heat and Air, Superior Bearing and Supply, Busy Days Oil Service, Bond Motorsports and Race Parts, and of course Vinson Race Engines. That thing, man, that thing was, she was screaming all night long.
Just a little hobby motor.
Yeah, never missed a beat. We do got a little bit of fuel issues we got to work on, but that's nothing we can't handle. We'll take it, move on. Not sure where we'll be next week. We'll just have to look at schedules and see.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think. Yeah, that's definitely not supposed to be like that. So for some reason we have a flat right rear tire. Don't know if it was going down in the race. We know when we let it on the trailer, it was going down, and we had to stop midway just to tighten up the straps because it was getting loose because of this tire going down. So I'm not 100% sure what happened there or why it's flat, but obviously the right rear tire devil is still on us from last year. We couldn't keep a right rear without putting a hole in it and it going flat. Obviously that's going to continue this year, but we'll get a new tire and move on to next week.